Something interesting Jill Cook said on our podcast was patellar femoral pain is about the hip and the foot, and patellar tendon pain is about the quad and the calf. So we're talking about those muscle groups. If you go on my Instagram and click on this tendon section, I have all these things that I've learned over my time researching tendons. And here's a quote from Jill Cook. It says, "It's the muscle that controls the energy storage and release loads on the tendon. So if the muscle isn't strong and doesn't have good endurance, then we tend to get aberrant loads on the tendon when we return to our faster, more energy storage and release loads. Muscle strength seems to be the thing that gives us our best protection against tendon pain. So this gives us two things to work on, strength and endurance. And if we talk specifically about the quads, this would be overloading the knee extensor mechanism with something like a 70% load or greater. Here I'm doing a front squat, heels elevated, push the knees forward, keep the torso upright. That stresses the knee extensor mechanism and the quads pretty highly. Here is a Bulgarian split squat, push the knee forward. If you keep the knee behind the heel, it is not stressing the quads as much. There are many options to use. As long as you're training heavy, you're going to get the quads stronger. You can do a leg press, single leg press, leg extension, single leg extension, sissy squat. There are a number of options you can use. Just train heavy and get stronger over time. If we talk about strength endurance, this is also very simple. Anything that overloads the knee extensor mechanism for a prolonged period of time or for a number of repetitions. You could do the squat, you could do the Bulgarian split squat for high reps, and that would hit this as well. But here are two things I love to do: the isometric single leg stand and the isometric lunge. These I got from Dr. Tommy John. This one here, you stand there, you bring the leg as high as you possibly can. It fatigues out over time, it gets lower and lower, but it's stressing the knee extensor, stressing the quads to improve their strength endurance. This is an isometric lunge. If we're talking about the back leg, the rectus femoris muscle, the quadricep muscle is being lengthened out and under tension, so it's forced to improve strength endurance in that position. If we're doing the single leg stand, it's more of a hip flex position. So doing these two exercises, isometric lunge, single leg stand, can improve strength endurance quite a bit, to where when you get back into basketball or when you get back into dunking, whatever activity you do, if you have strong quads but they lack endurance, they're probably just not going to last very long, and your tendon will experience more load. That is the idea Jill Cook is presenting, so that is why you should train muscular strength of the quads and muscular endurance. Try it out and enjoy.